In section 7.3, we talked about two figures that are similar to each other. And if two figures are similar, then their sides are proportional, meaning if you create a fraction that compares side RU, in this case RU to XW, then their side lengths and their fraction simplified is going to be the same fraction when you take RS divided by TX. So in order to determine if two figures are similar, you want to take their side lengths, and in this case we can do so just by counting the blocks and create fractions. Now, I've set up the fractions for you. You just need to count the blocks. So RS is 3 blocks long, divided by TX, which is also 3 blocks long. RU, if you count those blocks, you'll get 10, divided by XW, and if you count those blocks, you also get 10. ST, count the blocks, you get 10. TV, count the blocks, you also get 10. And then UT is 3 blocks long, and VW is also 3 blocks long. Now, if you simplify all those fractions, all of them come down to, or simplify to being 1, which means since all the fractions simplified to the same number, we can say, yes, they're similar. Now, we could actually take this a step further and say that they're actually congruent, because if we know the number that it simplifies to is the scale factor, if we know the scale factor is 1, we know that the size of the shape did not change. So yes, they're similar, but they are also congruent. Now, if we look at number 2, we only have to compare 2 sides here because you don't really have to worry about the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse will always fall into place. So count the blocks for EF, that's 3 blocks, over YX, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 blocks, which if I simplify that fraction, I get 1/2, whereas FG is 4 blocks, and XW is 10 blocks. If you simplify this fraction, you get 2/5. Now, what you notice is that those fractions do not simplify to be the same thing, so they are not similar. And before I used this squiggly symbol, over here I said yes, comma, with a squiggly symbol. That squiggly symbol is the notation for the word similar.